You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. I'm Alex Perez in Southern California, and my good friend Miguelito Morales.
Sí, aquí estoy. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Welcome to Fantasy Island, my friends.
Enjoy it. I'm here also in Southern California. Alex and I were kind of giddy, and there's a reason for it. We have been privy to this new brand. It's hot on the market.
Have been Christianized.
By the time you folks see this, this is the last day of April. You might see this in August, okay, because we're that far out with content. But this brand is so hot right now. Go follow them, El Cristiano. Okay.
Tequila.
If you're a big Instagram nut like we are, and like everybody else is currently, oh boy, you saw us flip over the Blanco.
We've been Christianized.
We've been Christianized. We've been baptized. Okay. We nominated it for brand of promise and packaging and in the Blanco category. This is the Reposado. And it's kind of light.
Yeah, it's really light straw. Really light.
Yeah, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. We're gonna pour it first, and then tell you all the stats and stories. I'm gonna use a Stasso Jarrito that I normally use for mezcal, but I'm gonna
learned to not judge tequila by its color.
Yeah, don't do that. No, especially Alex, we like to give all the stats and stories, but folks, do your own research. Don't be afraid.
Wow.
Not everything is in an app. A lot of it is on the website. A lot of it is on people you know. We try to give you as much of the appropriate, the correct information that we know, and we know more sometimes than what you see in a press release. Okay. Wow, that is really even lighter in the glass, Alex.
Yeah, it's really light. It's like a tinge of straw color, and really light.
It's a light hue, is what I would say.
Yeah.
Now, if it's anywhere near close to what the Blanco was, all this is going to do is round out the edges. That's it.
Yep. So, Mike, I've got here that it is aged 6 months in American oak casks.
And judging from the color, I would say they were used, distressed.
I think so too.
Because this almost looks like something out of G4, where they're using these.
Oh, I thought the same thing. Exactly what came to mind.
G4, you
exactly what came to mind. Yeah, they're using old barrels, and even their añejo is super light.
Yeah. And you know what?
The character is amazing.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Oof.
Same nose of the agave that we got in the Blanco.
Yeah.
These jarritos usually have a wider mouth surface because generally they're used for tequilas and mezcals that are higher ABV. But I like using them for reposados.
Wow, I can sense the wood notes. Just a real light wood notes and little nuttiness.
You know, the fruitiness that you sensed in the Blanco is almost like it's amplified with
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, it's like now the fruit notes that Alex got in the Blanco that I didn't get as much are amplified now that it's been exposed to the wood. And it's like you said, tropical fruit. It's not citrus, but it's like I don't know, apricots. I don't want to go.
No, that is the some of what I'm getting.
Okay, it doesn't go as deep as mango.
More like the stone fruit.
Stone fruit. Yeah, like a plum.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like a plum or an apricot.
Plum apricot. Yeah.
Ooh, plenty of nice alcohol in there too, man.
Yes, I got that.
Wow. We look for that, folks. Alcohol is necessary. It's necessary because it presents the elements in the aroma. Okay, they have to be there. It doesn't have to be offensive.
And it holds it up.
Yeah, it holds it up. It brings it to you. It's like, here,
Wow.
Wow,
This
that's a
this
lovely nose.
smells like it's going to be substantial.
Well, oh, wow. Now it's opening up even more. Now I'm getting more of the wood notes.
Yeah, this is a beauty. It's evolving in the glass as we speak.
Yeah, wow. I know we take a long time with some of these folks, but some of these really good tequilas, they evolve. The longer you let them open up, they start to really talk to you.
And you really have to do this in order to really appreciate, enjoy, and learn, because it's not about pouring it and shooting it. It's experience. It's really an experience. The way it looks, the way it smells, and the way it tastes, and you're really nursing it. And that's what's so enjoyable about something like this.
Well, you're using all your senses. It really becomes a sensorial experience. And you have to know how. We've been showing people how to do it for 23 years. It's the look, the smell, the taste, and it's done in that order. For somebody who's not trained, some people will smell it first, some people will look at it first, some people will just taste it first and then tell you what they think. But there's a certain progression that's really allows you to enjoy it completely.
Sure, and it gives you all the clues that way you can make a conclusion after you taste. Now you know what you're tasting, you see what you're tasting.
Well, and
I
the
know
other
what to
thing,
expect.
yeah, the other thing too is that if something doesn't jibe, you'll know because you'll be confused through the process. You go, well, wait a second, it's got this, and how come it doesn't have that?
Exactly.
You'll notice a missing element, or you'll be surprised at, which is what I love. I love being surprised. So you want to dive in?
Let's dive in. You're making my mouth water.
Here we go.
Oh, that is really good. That is a big reposado.
Oh, the nuttiness. Toasted.
It's coming through now, huh?
Yeah, it really is. Holy cow. And it was a pleasant, retronasal. You hear us, sounds like we're clearing our throat. It's called a retronasal, folks. Those of you listening on the podcast,
wow.
You hear us, making grunting noises. We're actually, it's called a retronasal. And the retronasal on this with the wood notes is so pleasant.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting nuttiness. I'm getting like toasted almonds or nuts. There was like a hint of butterscotch, but just a hint.
Yeah, you're definitely experiencing the wood notes.
Oh,
I'm even getting a little bit of dried fruit too.
Yeah. Yeah, it went from stone fruit on the nose to a little bit ripe fruit, on the intake.
On the palate.
Boy, and you know what? That wood coats that palate nicely. The wood really, really coats that palate. It's surprising that it's doing so much because it doesn't look like it's been aged a whole lot. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't.
Wow.
They must have a really good barrel program.
Well,
because these have to be handpicked to get this type of flavor, and that's not cheap.
No. Well, they've got the master distiller is Jose Aceves and his brother, the Aceves brothers, and we've interviewed Jose for an open bar years ago. He's responsible for a lot of different brands, like Penta, one of our favorites that we've had here. Mejor, one of my old favorites. Wow, man. And then this one
is really good.
He's like a evil genius. They don't give him enough credit. I'm linked up with him on LinkedIn. We've known each other for a long time. I'm a big fan of his work. He is also, has a new patented way of developing cristalinos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The filter process?
He owns a different process that's patented. And Penta has a cristalino that is awesome. And cristalinos are, people think they're gimmicky, and some of them are badly done. Some of them are okay. Penta Cristalino, I'm telling you that they got, yeah, I don't know if they're ever going to do a El Cristiano Cristalino, maybe, maybe
Wow.
not. I don't know, but they're doing some evil things with their barrels. So let's give you the ins and outs. Okay, let's give you some of the notes, the information we've got. Um,
Mm.
this is coming out of Gnome 1499, and it is. Let me show you. Well, I'm not going to share the screen on this, but it's the Gnome list. It is Casa Tequilera de Arandas. We got some great tequilas coming out of there in 1921. Mi Genta is Baja Billy, which is Baja Billy. Rock and Roll comes out of there. Their Blanco's outstanding. Don Sueños, Penta Diamante, which is again a favorite of ours. General Gorostieta, which Alex and I
That's a
just
beauty
tasted
too.
not too long ago.
That's a
So it
beauty.
is a what I hear is that the level of the equipment available at that distillery, it has become the preferred kitchen
Yeah, it's
master
an important
distillers.
house.
Yeah,
Most
because there
definitely.
are several master distillers who prefer using that distillery for the level of equipment and the variety of equipment that they have available to them. I'm you know what, Alex, just let's just go here.
I'm over the moon. Yeah.
Random Promise
Random
Mountain.
promise. Hands down.
And again, this is old school. We're talking about, this is a throwback tequila. We used to say that when Alex and I got started seeing a lot of influx of throwback old school tequilas.
Yeah, that stuff coming back.
Yeah, and it's almost like it's never left. You know, I mean, when you have the level of team that they have on, and if you haven't seen the Blanco review, go check it out. I share the screen with the website, and you see the level of people involved in this brand. There's got to be like 40, 50 years of experience just within the officers of the company.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, they're not fooling around.
They're serious.
They're serious as a heart attack. The one thing I did not get a chance to do is on Instagram, the brand owners were not, they're what's the word I'm looking for? They are missing off a website, and I'm not sure why that is. I'm sure I could find out, but you know, I'm not going to pry. Some of that may not be my you know, not my neighborhood. But let me get into find the if I can find one of the owners. Let's see, KK. See if I can find that. There we go. Yeah, this is one of the owners of El Cristiano, and it's listed as see if you could check that out. It's listed under KK _90210. All right, everybody in Southern California, anybody in the world knows 90210 is the
Beverly Hills
zip code. Okay, that's him, and his wife her name is Karen, and the two of them seem like a lot of fun. They're constantly what a beautiful look at that couple. That's them, husband and wife. She's got to be like supermodel beautiful. He's like this debonair guy. I don't know what I love.
Berta Gonzalez follows him.
Well, you know who Berta is. Berta is the distiller for
Casa
Dragones, because they are really living that lifestyle. Anyway, they seem like a fun couple, and I would love to have these folks on like open bar one of these days, just to find out why. Check out their Instagram, folks. Okay, nice. It's KK _90210. Go find them. They've got lots of photos of them at the distillery on the piñas, just having a good time. But they're also, if you watch the Blanco review, I read the message on the back of this card, and I posted the card itself actually on Tequila Aficionado's Instagram. This is the strongest, boldest message I've ever read on sustainability. They're not building libraries out of Adobe. They're not making Adobe bricks. They're paying people.
Yeah.
Right? They're paying people. that anywhere from they're paying overpriced over the regular price for anywhere from piñas to the distillers to the jimadores, the people involved.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Does it say 85% of all tequila brands add either sugar, flavor, or color?
On this, I don't know.
On
Not on the
so on their
card.
website, it says that. So that's their statement there.
That could be, and that could be coming from that could be coming from the master distillers that they're using.
Yeah, they're saying there is 0 additives and absolutely no compromise or shortcut. Well,
There you go.
definitely taste it.
And when you taste it, you know, right off the bat.
Sí se sabe.
No. Oh my God, that's just gorgeous. Again, folks, Brand of Promise nominee in that Reposado category. Go find it. If you're watching us on YouTube, first of all, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a like. That does help the algorithm. But then leave us a comment. Tell us what you're doing with it. Do we have a price point for any of these?
No, I was just thinking of that.
I'd imagine it's up there in the super.
It's got to be up there because this is a premium tequila. Blanco, our price point is about close to $60.
You know what? All day long.
That's the Blanco, and then the Reposado is just a few dollars more. That's a $60 price point.
But you know what? That's the norm now after pandemic.
Oh yeah.
And because of the price of agave at this point, and the fact that they're not harvesting 4-year-old and 5-year-old agaves. They're harvesting 6-year-olds, and that means they're waiting when the distillery and the agave growers could be making more money, but they're paying them for that. They're paying them to wait.
Not an easy thing to do.
No, and I would say, you know what? Worth every penny, folks. Worth every penny. If you've had it, go get it. If you haven't gotten it, tell us what you're doing with it. Cocktail. Hey, is it cocktail worthy, Alex? Would you do this? I think would be more cocktail worthy.
Yeah. Again, this for me is a premium level tequila. It's totally sipping tequila from the Blanco. You know, you and I are purists, and I'll sip on Blanco all day long. Beautiful Blanco, beautiful Reposado, definitely sipping. But again, these are the type of tequilas and spirits that you want to use in a cocktail. I mean, you're using a premium brand or spirit in a cocktail, it's going to show. It's going to come through. And you know what? If you're gonna appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And share it with someone that's going to appreciate it.
Yeah, this is definitely.
Keep the rest for yourself.
Yeah, either for yourself or as a gift for somebody who's more of an experienced, seasoned palate. Not for the mainstream, obviously, but if you've been around, like some of us have been, and you really miss, that old school taste and feel, right here.
Yeah, this is a really nice find, Mike, because the liquor or tequila wall is becoming bigger and bigger. And the ones at eye level are usually the ones that the go-tos that people like to grab, that aren't worthy really to be there.
They're the usual suspects, or they're the pretty bottles.
Yeah.
But this is a substantial tequila. All right.
Yes.
It's most substantial. Definitely. And I can't wait to get to this extra añejo. In the next review, we're going to have the extra añejo, and wait till you read some of this stuff. I can't wait to get into it because they have a couple of other expressions they have not released yet, apparently. I want to be on that short list. But anyway, that's our take on El Cristiano Reposado. Stick with us, though, because we're going to be back with the El Cristiano Extra Añejo. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Alex Perez, also here in Southern California. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, sip wisely.